my people, my beautiful people. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day today, man. Rainy outside, but hey, any day is a beautiful day when you're able to wake up. All right, now today I want to speak on some things. I feel like God, you know, has been weighing on me for a while, and now it's just at the point where I just gotta get it out. It's like a bomb ready to just explode. So I don't know who this message is for. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I gotta put it out, man. Um, we're gonna be speaking on some things, relating to your purpose in life. Speaking on my spiritual journey. You know, basically, man, just a message that somebody probably needs to hear. You know, and just speaking on some powerful things, man. Your purpose is a powerful word. The meaning behind it is very powerful. So I'm gonna try to keep it brief. I'm gonna try to, keep it short as I can and put it in a way where people can understand where I'm coming from. All right. You know, I want to start out saying, man, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know that it's something way bigger and way more powerful than what's going on, than what we see, than what we are living. It's something bigger. There's been a major spiritual shift that has happened. Some people caught it, some people probably didn't catch it. But it's been a major shift that has happened. Excuse me. So I'm gonna speak on some things, you know, that's relating to that shift. You know, first of all, everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a purpose of why they are here. All right. You wouldn't be here if you ain't have no purpose. So everybody has a purpose. The thing is knowing your purpose, why you are here. Some people leave this earth without even knowing their purpose. So ask yourself, what makes you happy? What you love doing? What are you passionate about? We have people getting up every day going to jobs that they hate, miserable. It is messing with their happiness. So now is the time to stop wasting years. I'm gonna say time, I'm say years, because years are flying. Now is the time, don't care what age you are, 10 and up. Now is the time to start investing in your purpose or why God put you here. You see, we have callings. Some people callings are bigger than others. All right. What is your calling? You have to be obedient. Disobedience can cause consequences, just like the old people said back in the day. You disobey God, being disobedient, you're gonna be consequences. Your day gonna be cut short. So when God is calling you, man, like I said, some people's purposes and callings are bigger than others. If God needs you for something big and you know it, you need to stop playing and go do what God has called you to do. There can be consequences behind you being disobedient. That is your purpose. That is why you are here. All right? Start investing in your purpose. Income tax time right around the corner. Man, you that money invest in yourself. Because that's all you're doing. You're investing in your purpose. Don't go try to invest in something because, I'm not trying to tell you how to handle your money, but don't go try to invest in something because that person doing it, she making money. Do what you love to do. Invest in what you love to do, man. No matter if it's cutting grass or cutting hair, doing hair. Invest in it. That is your purpose. Cutting people's yard makes them happy. They wake up, look outside their yard, look good. You make them people feel good. Doing that person hair, doing that female hair. That makes these women feel alive. Basically, they be, ready to do anything, even with us fellas. Man, I go get my hair cut, man, I feel like a new person. That my barber makes me happy. That is his purpose. That's why he's good at what he does. All right. I want to speak on my spiritual journey. A couple years ago, I had these dreams. A couple years ago, I didn't know where. I had just moved to Atlanta. I didn't know. I had just started driving trucks. I had like been on the road for like a year. Came home off the road. Really didn't. I was asking myself like, what's next? You know, and I guess you get what you ask for. So God, it happened. I think like that same night I had a dream. I've had the devil to try to get me to sell my soul, and I had another dream of God showing me my purpose. I'm gonna speak on the dream first about the enemy trying to get me to sell my soul. I just remember like coming out of a club, you know, coming out of the club, and I remember being in the middle of the road, you know, pacing. I guess I was frustrated or mad about something just happened, and I remember looking and hearing a voice, and I looked in that direction. I was on like a two-way street, and I looked down the street, and it was so dark down there, like the darkest I have ever seen anything. And this figure approached out of the darkness. I couldn't see the figure, but I could see the figure of whatever it was. It was a dragon. It was a big dragon. Like I said, I didn't see it. I just seen the figure, and it was so red that it was the darkest red you have ever seen, like black, like a blackish red. And I remember us just talking, like it was like a negotiation. We were negotiating and speaking and like making a deal. And after that, and I don't want to speak on the rest of the dream because the rest of the dream is, you know, a bunch of other crazy mess. But then this day I asked someone, what does that dream mean? You know, and he was like, what was the deal about? And I was like, I don't remember the deal. You know, I don't remember. I just remember it being a deal, but I don't remember the exact deal. He was like, it's a reason why you didn't remember that deal. He like, your angels fought for you. They made it so they closed your ears so that you wouldn't remember what the deal was, because you probably would have made the deal. And to this day, I don't remember the deal. God, honest truth, I don't remember the deal. But that next night is the dream that blew me away. I remember walking. I don't know if it was the beginning of time or the ends of time, but I remember walking. And it was like I was walking in this desert, but it was like a bunch of dust, a bunch of sand, you know. And I remember it was mountains, and I was walking, and to my left, it was this, like an Amazon, it was an angel, but it was like the size of an Amazon. He was a big angel, and he had big wings, and he was so bright. Like, he was so bright, the brightest I have ever seen anything, the whitest I have ever seen anything. He was just that bright. And he was walking and talking with me, he was teaching me or whatever. And behind me was like a group of people, a whole bunch of people, and we was walking, and they were happy, they had smiles on their faces, but it was like we were walking in the middle of like a dust storm, but we could see. It wasn't it's like it was a storm, but we could see, you know. It was like a dust storm. And this thing, I know we was in this this barn or something, like an old barn, but it was on top of a mountain. But it was like a classroom, and he was teaching. But it was like, I felt like fear. I felt scared, you know. Come like, oh my God, like that's a real angel. Like I was scared. It was like it felt real, like it was real life. So I was scared. Like, just imagine you seeing an angel right now, you gonna freak out, you know. So I was trying to hide from it. I ran over here trying to hide. I'll go over here and try to hide, but no matter where I tried to hide, it would find me, and it would look at me like, what you hiding for? I run over here and try to hide over here like, what you hiding for? You know? And I hid over here. When I hid over there behind the desk, I saw my son. I saw my son Tyler, and I was trying to get him, like trying to protect him, like, come on, boy, come on. But he was standing up there by the board, by the teacher. He was looking at me as well, like, Daddy, why you hiding? And that reflects on my life. Like in my past, I used to people used to tell me all the time, God has a purpose, a calling for you. You start to get your life right, but you go back because you get afraid of your calling. And I kept doing it. I would try to get my life right, but I'd go back to the streets. Try to do this, I go back to doing bad things, hanging around the wrong people, you know. And that what was in the dream. Like, we've been calling for you. Now is the time that you see what your purpose is. And like, he was teaching me. And my son was there. So after that, all I remember, we was in like the edge of like this mountain. Like, we was outside of the barn, but we was like on the edge of a cliff of a mountain or something. And it was dark in the sky. The sky was dark. And he was still talking and teaching. My son was still right there, but in the sky, the sky was full of stars. Beautiful. I'm talking about like a movie or something. It was beautiful. Bunch of stars. And we were still talking and teaching. I'm still there listening. And all of a sudden, he pointed. And I looked up at the stars, and they all started falling. It was like a shooting star. But it was like all of the stars started falling. You know, and I asked someone about that dream, and he was telling me that your purpose is, you know, to teach, you know, the generation to come, the generations to come, you know, the youth, to help with the youth, to help guide the youth in the right direction. And he was saying like, your son is gonna be like an image of this. Your son was an image of the youth, but something about I guess that's the child of my kids. That's, you know, that's on a personal level, but I know that's my purpose, you know. And him showing me the stars falling in the sky, he said those are the people that you have looked up to. That's not the way. That's not the direction to go. You know, those are showing you that those people are going to fall. Those stars are going to fall. That's what he told me. But see, what I get from that dream, you know, since I've been on my spiritual journey, is that I agree with the youth part. Me help God in the youth, you know, but the part where the stars fall, I think that was him teaching me, showing me, you know, about the 200 angels that fell out of the sky. You know, it gets deep. It gets deep. That dream is deep. I know it's still something I gotta learn about that dream, but it showed me my purpose of why I am here. You know, and what it's gonna make me happy. You know, me giving my gift back. That God gave me a gift. He gave me a talent. And yeah, I didn't make it, but it's time for me to give that gift back to the generations to come. And that's gonna open other doors as of me teaching and helping and giving love to these younger generations. Like I said, it's been a major shift, man. There are dimensions and levels and vibrations in life that we have to raise and get to. You know, 5 dimensions, I believe there are. You know, and I feel like God is the 5th dimension. You know, that's why we have 5 fingers and 5 toes. Feel where I'm coming from? Some people are still stuck on the 3rd dimension. The 3rd dimension is the past. Some people are still stuck in the past. The 4th dimension is where you pursue your purpose. You know why you are here. You know your calling. You pursuing in it. You know what you want to do in life. You are ahead. You know, and you know, now is the time to really take control of your life. Now is the time to, if that's not what makes you happy, now is the time to do something about it. Now is the time to stop wasting time. Stop wasting years. Now is the time to really pursue your purpose. As of why you were here, now's the time I felt like for me to put out this video. It all with timing. All right? If you ain't doing something, now is the time to do something about it. I'm not telling you quit your job today, because we all got bills, we got kids, but now's the time to get out that matrix. Everything is a matrix. You see, this is just the body. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to end the video. This is just the body what we in. We are made up of spirits, energy. You feel me? This right here, this reality, this is a false reality. This is not the real world. But you need this body in order to live in this world. This is not what we see. That's fake. And once you become in tune with yourself and reach your full potential, your higher being, you would notice and you would feel where I'm coming from. I know a lot of people out there know where I'm coming from, because a lot of people are beginning to be woke. But some people are still sheep. They still sleep. You know? When this fall off, you're nothing but spirit. You're nothing but a spirit. Okay? You can speak without even opening your mouth. You can see things without using these eyes. You can hear yourself speak without even using the vibration of your ears. I can put up a word right now, growth. I can see that word without using my eyes. I can say that word without even opening my mouth. Like I just said it, without even opening my mouth. And I heard myself say it without even using no vibration hitting my ears. That's your full potential. That's where you gotta get to. You can manifest things, you can heal. One day, man, I healed my son. I didn't even know. I know that we can heal. I know we're capable of. But I didn't even think I was gonna do it. But I focused. He said he had a headache, a bad headache. And I focused. I grabbed his head and I focused. I focused on his head. Prayed over. I prayed over it. I talked. You know, I felt. I used my energy. I focused. You know, I closed my eyes and I grabbed his head and I just focused. I prayed. I talked to him in my head. I just healed my son. I just healed him. I love my son. You know, I gave off my energy. I gave off, and I felt the pain leaving his head, and that's when I let go. I felt it, and I was like, "But your head still hurt?" And he was like, "No." He was shocked. He was like, "Wow, I don't have a headache anymore." And right then and there, I was in shock that I wasn't shocked at what I could do because I knew what we are capable of, but I was shocked that I did it. Like, I did it. I just healed someone. I just healed my child. So there are things that we can do, but we gotta get to that point. Take control of your life, man. Live in your purpose. We are powerful people. Now is the time, people. You feel me? Now is the time to really raise your vibrations. Get to a level in your life where you can be happy without the materialistic things on this earth. Because, see, that's just the matrix, like I said. Got to get outside of that box. Now is the time. Y'all think this talk that I'm talking and other people talking about this stuff, man, this stuff is real. This is not fake, bro. This is not no crazy level. This is who you really are. You really living a life that is mind control. You really are being mind controlled. You really are asleep right now. People are asleep. You know what I'm saying? You're awake, but you are asleep. This isn't the real world. This is just a matrix you're on. Now is the time, people. Take control of your life. Invest in your purpose. First, you got to know your purpose. But now is the time. Like I said, I don't know if there are spiritual beings or spiritual gods going around or angels going around, spirit gods or whatever, touching people and waking certain people up. But now is the time. And don't be surprised if you lose people on the way on your spiritual journey. Meditate. Meditation, man. That's where it comes from. You gotta meditate. You gotta get within yourself. Get out of this world, this fantasy world, man. This ain't what it is. This is not real life. You're stressing, you're depressed, you're mad, you're sad. Yeah, it'll get to you. I know it's a lot of pain. Sometimes it could be a lot of stress. That's why you gotta meditate and become your higher being, your higher potential. You gotta reach it, y'all. And you can't save everybody. Can't save everybody. So you're gonna lose some people on the way. That's what it is. Everybody not woke. Everybody not, woke. Everybody not conscious. Some people are still asleep. So you need to get from around those people because they're not on your level. But I just want to put a little bit of that out there, man. And share some things on my spiritual journey and how it started. Those were some powerful dreams, that I had. And, take control of your life, man. Live in your purpose. That's where your happiness is at. Peace be upon everybody, man. Have a blessed day.